And we are beholden and thankful to the great People's Republic of China. We should always remain thankful for the position they have taken. They have taken a position on the basis of principles, on the position of justice. And I thank the third world, you, Mr. President, and all the countries of the third world for having supported a just cause, a right cause. And now in the Security Council, we have been frustrated by a veto. Let us build a monument for the veto. Big monument for the veto. The veto comes as a great monument to prevent death from taking place, to prevent lives from being lost. This is power politics coming out of the worst computer. So let us build a monument for a veto. Let us build a monument for the impotence and incapacity of the Security Council and the General Assembly. As you sow, so shall you reap. Remember that biblical saying, as you sow, so shall you reap. Today it is Pakistan. We are the guinea pigs. We are your guinea pigs. But there will be other guinea pigs. And you'll see what happens. We'll see how the chain of events unfolds itself. You want us to lick the dust. We're not going to lick the dust. Britain and France has abstained to play a role. I said the other day, with all due respect to these two great powers, that you have really exhausted your position to play a role. Because now, only role you can play is to accept a shameless fait accompli. Britain and France were abstained, and that abstention has cost us dearly. Gallic logic, Anglo-Saxon experience, whatever it is, it has cost us dearly. Because if Britain and France had put their powerful weight behind the international community, rather than sit on the fence, Mr. President, there is no such animal as a neutral animal. You take positions. In that respect, we admire the Soviet Union. It took a position, a wrong position, but it took a position. You have to take a position on these matters. You have to either be on the side of justice or you have to be on the side of injustice. You either have to be on the side of aggression or you have to be side of the aggressor or the aggressed. There is no such thing as neutrality. There is no third road. It's a black and white situation in these matters. There is no grey involved. You are either for right or you're for wrong. You're either for justice or you're for injustice. You're either for aggression or you're for the aggressor. There is no third role to perform. And if the United Kingdom and France had earlier on put their full weight behind this, I think we would not have reached this position. But the United States, but Great Britain and France want to come back into the subcontinent as Clive and Dupleix in a different role, as now peacemakers. They want a foot here, they want a foot there. I know the British interest in East Pakistan required this kind of an opportunistic role, because in East Pakistan they have their tea estates. They want the jute, which is called in America burlap, of East Pakistan. So that's why they sat on the fence, and I'm more sorrowful for France, because with France we have developed very good relations, extremely good relations, that they took this position. And today now neither Britain nor France can play a role, because their resolution has been overtaken by events. There was a lot of goodwill for France in Pakistan, and they won't get the same goodwill in East Pakistan, because in East Pakistan already the clock is now moving in the other direction. The Indian Army of Occupation, every day, the longer they stay, it will be a grim reminder to Muslim Bengal that they are under Hindu occupation. And you will see the results of it. You'll see how it'll turn out. Let them stay. Why not? Let them stay. Let them swagger around. They've taken his, if they want to take his part, let them stay. As an army of occupation. They are an army of occupation. How can they be called liberators? They're not liberators. And they'll stay and they'll see how the clock is going to move in a different direction. Mr. President, finally, I am not a rat. I've never ratted in my life. I faced assassination attempts. I faced imprisonments. I've always been a man of crisis. Today I'm not ratting. But I'm leaving your Security Council. I find it disgraceful to my person and to my country to remain here a moment longer than necessary. But I'm not boycotting. Impose any decision. Have a treaty worse than the Treaty of Versailles. Legalize aggression. Legalize occupation. Legalize everything that has been illegal till 14th or 15th of December 1971. I will not be a party to it. We will fight. We'll go back and fight. My country hearkens for me. Why should I waste my time here in the Security Council? I will not be a party to the ignominious surrender of part of my country. You can take your Security Council. Here you are. I'm going.